There's a brand new Godzilla film coming to our shores on December 1st from Toho Studios and director Takashi Yamazaki. This one's called Godzilla Minus One. I'm going to take a look at the first trailer for this one next. Hey everyone, it's the Outlaw John Rocha here, excited to be diving in to this brand new trailer for Godzilla Minus One. A bunch of you reached out to me on social media and you said, Rocha, Outlaw, you got to do a reaction to this one. So I'm excited. I love Godzilla. Been a big fan of the classic monster movies and the kaiju stuff. Certainly really enjoyed the Godzilla as a character, and we've seen the most recent versions of Godzilla across our screens here. But this one is different. This one from Toho Studios and director Takashi Yamazaki, and this is the 37th Godzilla film that we've ever gotten, 33rd or 34th from Toho Studios. And remember, Godzilla has been in our lives, or in the world's lives, since 1954. We've seen so many different versions of it, a kind Godzilla, a darker Godzilla, and from what I understand from people online, this one is tending to be a little bit more of a darker interpretation of Godzilla. And we all know that Godzilla came about possibly as a reaction to the bombings in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And of course, Oppenheimer is out in theaters now, and that focuses on the man who created the atomic bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So interesting timing for a trailer like this to come out. So that's enough for the chitter chatter. Let's get into this trailer here. Oh, that's old school Toho. I love it. Oh! Oh, he did the visual effects as well? Wow. And he wrote it. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Ominous. Oh! Oh, wow. Oh! Wow. Post-war Japan had lost everything, so clearly dealing with the World War II stuff. Listen to that music. Oh my God, look at it. Oh my God.
Godzilla Minus One.
Ooh, in IMAX no less. Wow. Ooh, okay. That is a dark take on Godzilla. Really liked what we got here. This is not for fun or, hey, let's enjoy Godzilla again. This one looks pretty brutal and making a commentary on, and I can't 100% be clear on the commentary they're making because I haven't seen the film, but certainly a commentary about the feeling of despondency and the feeling of helplessness that maybe the Japanese people felt after after the war, after World War II, and what had happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Certainly dealing with losing that war and the ramifications of all of that. I mean, we do see Godzilla certainly intimidatingly well designed, and the destruction that he is wreaking on Japan, but there's also emotional stuff going on here and emotional stories being told by the people involved in this. We're seeing, the people fleeing, but also conversations about you're a disgrace and, this creature won't leave us alone. What is this? Is this supposed to represent like America coming in and destroying their traditions, their culture? There's always been that battle in a lot of these countries where the Western influence comes in and is supposed to upend the old traditions and call them out and all of that. And there's always a pushback and a battle between the traditionalists and the people who don't want to be traditionalists, usually the younger generation. So is that a part of this? Is that what he was supposed to represent? Because a lot of people felt like, or have analyzed those films, and some people have speculated that Godzilla represents America coming in to destroy Japan, destroy its traditions, destroy its way of life, because of what we saw from those bombings in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So certainly I wonder if they're going back to this to kind of have a horror aspect, a horror feel to it, along with destruction and the normal stuff that you would get from a kaiju film. But this feels, I mean, you feel pretty helpless. There's no heroic moments at all in this trailer. So very interesting to see where Yamazaki is taking this. And will there be a longer trailer that comes out that shows people fighting back, figuring out how to destroy Godzilla? Because we're seeing him in all his power going under that massive ship. We're seeing all these ships out there destroyed. We're seeing Japan being destroyed under his foot. We're seeing people being trampled. I love the shot of that young woman seeing him in the train window. We see him reflected in the train window, but she's looking right at him, and all the madness of that. So just really interesting, darker, edgier approach that feels like it's going back to the old school 1950s approach to Godzilla, which was much more darker and much less about becoming friends with Godzilla or that stuff with Son of Godzilla or Monster Island and all of that. This is going back to much more of the darkness of Godzilla, and the horror aspect. So I really liked that. What did y'all think? Did you enjoy this? Did you? How many times have you seen this trailer already? By the time you're watching my reaction to it, are you getting more out of it every time you watch it? And is it giving you that feeling of dread and fear and horror that you kind of want to feel when you're going to see a Godzilla film? Because it's been a while since we've seen one quite like this. So let me know down in the comments section below. Hit a like on this video, share it on your social media. Hey, and you know, more than anything else, please subscribe to the channel down below. We just crossed 30,000 subscribers a couple of days ago. Let's start marching towards 50,000. I want to get to 50,000 by the end of the year, so I'm going to make a big push over the next 4 months to make that happen. Hopefully you can help me do that by subscribing down below and hitting that bell button. And hey, if you want to join the Patreon, head on over to patreon.com/John Rocha. Got a bunch of new benefits that are going to be announced very, very, very soon for people. So hopefully that'll inspire some of you all to subscribe or to support everything we're going on there on the Patreon, patreon.com/John Rocha. All right, this one comes out December 1st, but before it comes out here on our shores, it's going to debut or it's going to screen at the 36th Tokyo International Film Festival on November 1st of this year. So we'll have some reactions coming out from that festival, and hopefully there'll be good ones to get us excited to see it on December 1st. All right, y'all take care of yourselves, be well, and I'll talk to you next time with another brand new reaction video here on the Outlaw Nation.